Salakia, call on Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, and the name Yahushai. I'll make this a part 2 and continuing. But, yeah, these guys think that these days are not coming, and they are coming. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Ukraine and NATO are an example. No, Ukraine and Russia are an example of what's coming, you know? So it's best to get prepared and join and be with Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai and put in the work that you need to put in for the Most High to cover you and give you that covering. Because the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai, not only he's choosing those who's going to make it, you need to pray and beg to God for him to choose you. You know what I'm saying? Ask him, you know. Ask and it shall be given. So we're going to continue. We're in Habakkuk chapter 2. Chapter 2, verse 4. I have to remove a lot of memory. That's all. I got so many videos of me doing all the work. I forgot to erase them. Behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Exactly. Exactly. That goes for you people who don't believe, who talk a lot of mess, who go on and gad about their life, who really don't care about anything, or who say otherwise, who object, who change things. You got people in those sort of categories that are really like that. You know what I'm saying? Double-minded people, people who do other religions, people who are obsessed with sexuality, you know, people who just love money. They feel like they too rich to hear the word of Yahweh. You know, when Yahweh puts you there, you should be praising him day and night. This is for the 2/3, you know, that need to come back. Like they said, we don't care about them, but, you know, we would love if the 2/3 would convert. And 2/3 is simply a non-believer, you know, that is in the Israelite family, and you are 2/3 and you don't believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the name of Yahushai, then the Lord is going to kill you. As simple as that. Behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Exactly. We're going to live by faith. We're going to go back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the name of Yahushai, and we're going to do what we need to do. You know, whether we qualify or not, we're going to do what we promised the Lord, that we will always serve him, and we would spread the word, and we would get the word out there and do the best that we can, you know, and we would pray for certain things, and hopefully Yahweh Shem Yahushai, if his will be done upon us, he will give it to us. It's all up to the Lord. Indeed, because he is transgressed by wine. So, transgressed by wine, meaning that you are drunk off different desires, different knowledges, you know what I'm saying? Different things that you believe in. You drunk off the stuff that you indulge in, you've overindulged. And a lot of those examples was a sign of overindulgence. You're enjoying it too much, you're too into it, you know? You can't see nothing else but this. You don't want to be like these idiots that overindulge in the world, you know? When you're in the world, know what you're doing, okay? Don't be like these idiots. Try to stay out of the world, get what you can, and, you know, try to stay out of it. He is a proud man. He does not stay at home because he enlarges his desire as hell. So you're talking about the white man right here, you know? Yes, it's talking about, you know, on the other side, on one side, it's talking about, you know what I'm saying, how people think. And on the other side, this is talking about the white man. This whole little passage, it says, behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Exactly, because white people are proud, because this verse is actually pointing to them. Sorry for if I broke it down a different way, you know what I'm saying, but it does explain for the 2/3 as well, because they act like white people too, you know, they do. Whether they know it or not, they act like white people. So it says, behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Indeed, because he has transgressed by wine, he is proud. He is a proud man, and he does not stay at home because he enlarges his desire as hell. So, like a lot of people say, a man go and wage fake wars, and come to find out it was a setup, and go into other countries and go and rob them and take from them, and sometimes take these nations over and put their military camps in there. So the white man is always in somebody else's land. He's never really at home, which is America. He's always spread it out, got his different military grounds in every nation around the world. It says, and he is like death and cannot be satisfied. He doesn't have that emotion to know when enough is enough, to not stop. This is how the white man was created, and the white people are created. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to stop being racist. They don't know how to stop being rich. They don't know how to stop being wicked. They don't know how to stop all this work. They created it, they forwarded it, but they can't undo it because it's not in them to undo it. They want things to stay the way everything is. They want to stay in power. They want to stay in rule. As simple as that. And cannot be satisfied. He ain't never satisfied. He has to gain. He has to gain. He has to control. He has to have everything. He wants to go to other worlds and control those other worlds if he had that proper technology. You know what I'm saying? You see it in all kind of weird sci-fi movies about how they worm jumped into another dimension, or he took all his people and spread it to another planet and went and took over another planet, went and built upon another planet. He want to go. The white man is so obsessed with power and having a godlike body. No, a God complex. Godlike complex. Meaning that he wants to be like God, to where he's setting his mind on having space stations. You know, why do you think these space stations exist? Because they want to live in the skies. They want to live on other planets. It's very simple. And it says right here, he gathers to himself all nations. Yep. That's how you know that the Bible is talking about America, because America is the leader of all these nations. America is Babylon the Great. America controls. If America don't like you, they can either rob you or starve your ass to death or destroy your money. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all kind of stuff. If you watch Ukraine and how they sanctioning Ukraine right now as we speak, and how they destroying everything and making their people suffer money-wise, you know, economic-wise, resource-wise, then you'll know that they are Babylon the Great, and they have great control over all nations around the world. That's a perfect example. So the Bible knows, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is telling you straight up who has the earth right now in their possession. Behold, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, who cover the face of the judges of thereof. If not, where and who is he? Meaning that the white people did it, okay? Like how the brother was talking about how they shoot the noses off the ancient Egyptians because they didn't like it that they was black people. They want to be the ancient Egyptians, you know. How they changed the Israelites from dark-skinned brothers to white people. You know what I'm saying? And every single Bible that's played out in movies is nothing but white people. The only one that they didn't turn white was Samson. And that was in the Bible. That was the only black dude that I've seen that they tried to get on track. Or they just allowed it to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only black dude that I seen that was actually his color was Samson. Everybody else was white people. It says, will not at all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting riddle against him, and say, woe to him who increases what is not his. How long? Exactly, that's what's going on in everybody's mind. How long will this last? How long will these things play out? How long do we have to allow these white people to get away and do whatever they want? You know what I'm saying? How long do we have to be in captivity? It says, and to him who loads himself with many pledges, will not your creditors rise up suddenly? Will they not awaken who oppress you? Exactly. And you will become their booty because you have plundered many nations. All the remnants of the people shall plunder you because of men's blood and the violence of the land and the city. Salakia. And of all who dwell in it. Exactly. So the people that you talking mess to, You know what I'm saying? It says, him who loads himself with many pledges. Will not your creditors rise up suddenly? Nations are getting tired of America um, being the leader of the world and putting them into terror and trying to take over their properties and going against their little white man agreements. While that's happening, the original owners of the world, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahweh Shai, is the Israelites, and they want to take them into slavery. They want to put them into slavery. So you got, but the main thing is them going into slavery by the Israelites. That's how it's going to happen. And these wicked nations are getting tired of being under the heel of the great whore. You know what I'm saying? The seven-headed dragon, which is NATO, and the other nations and the beast, they getting tired of listening. You know what I'm saying? They are. And they want to do something about these Americans. They want to do something about America. While America's over there putting sanctions on them, little do they know Russia want to do something to them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of nations want to do something to them. It's going to be a domino effect. But the prophecies have to come to pass before the nuclear bombs drop. That's how it's going to be. So we got some more time here, you know. Right now, they making money off propaganda and lies and telling you what you think you should hear instead of telling you the truth. If they told those people what's going on out there, them people would freak out. That's how weak people are nowadays. It's obvious to know, because we know the Bible, what the hell is going on out there, okay? We know. We don't have to be there to see it. You got to have a spiritual eye for things now. The world is a physical world and a spiritual world, okay? So you got to use your spiritual eyes to see the things that you can't see. It says, woe to him who covets evil gain for his house. Exactly. That he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of disaster. It says, you give shameful counsel to your house, cutting off many peoples, and sin against your soul. For the stone will cry out from the wall, and the beam from the timbers will answer it. Yahweh Shai will come. The more and more the brothers, all of us, we band together and we call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is getting know that he's soon to achieve his number of the elect, the last of them to come in, whoever they may be. He's going to answer, and it's going to be a day of reckoning when the Lord answers, and we calling him. So things are happening a lot more faster because we're calling on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We know the true name. We know what's going on. We figuring out the Bible and the enigma and the whole message of what Yahweh Shem Yahushai was trying to tell us. We're learning. Our knowledge is increasing. And, you know, the Great Millstone, which is the only camp that I listen to, the only brothers that I listen to, they at a high level right now. They're kicking out lessons every minute now. You know what I'm saying? Because they know Yahweh Shem Yahushai is near. All these things that are happening, you know what I'm saying? The plagues that are hitting the earth, like them horrible earthquakes, all the way down to the horrible tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? Different plagues like the rat plague, mosquito plague, you know, virus plague. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of things are happening. And that's through my eyes. And that's through the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, woe to him who builds a town with bloodshed, meaning that beneath the soil of America is nothing but the dead bodies of Israelites, which is true. It is true. There's a lot of dead Negroes, Mexicans, and Indians. Those are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Those are the sons of God. And the whole America, they very base and a foundation is nothing but dead bodies of our brothers and sisters, and even us through reincarnation. That's even our old dead bodies are down there. We just in the newer time. It says, who established a city by iniquity. Exactly. But the whole world has done that. So this is what the Lord is talking about. The whole world has done that. Not just America. There's a lot of other places that put us into slavery and killed us and buried our bodies. And their cities are based on blood and destruction of the Israelites. It's true. It says, behold, is it not Yahweh of hosts, that the people labor to feed the fire, and nations weary themselves in vain? For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of Yahweh, with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. Exactly. Everybody know who Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is. Everybody knows now. It's getting to a point to where the whole world knows. It says, woe to him who gives drink to his neighbor, pressing him to your bottle, even to make him drunk, that you may look on his nakedness. You are filled with the shame instead of glory. You also drink and be exposed as uncircumcised. Exactly. You got people that are believing in different knowledges, you know what I'm saying, overusing different things, and they are exposed, and they don't hide it. They don't hide that they don't believe. They don't hide that they don't care. They don't hide that they'll go against you. That's what the Lord is saying. They don't want to hide it. They'll tell you. It says the cup of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai right hand will be turned against you, and utter shame will be on your glory. And then the white people be like, that's not us, but it's too many different proofs in the Bible that tells you that the white man is the devil. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It tells you that he built his town on glory. It tells you that he that leadeth in captivity must go into captivity. It tells you these different examples in the Bible. It tells you that he covered up the faces of the judges thereof. He did, man. The white man did all these horrible things that you are not supposed to do. It's things that you do that you're supposed to do in this Bible, and it's things that you're not supposed to do. And white man done did every single thing in the Bible that the Lord told him not to do, okay? He did it. He fits all the descriptions. There's no running from it, no redemption, no being accepted, none of that shit. You did that shit. And he has to own up to it. He will, by force. So it says, the cup of Yahweh's right hand will be turned against you. That's that cup of indignation, the cup of slavery. It says, and utter shame will be on your glory, for the violence done to Lebanon will cover you. Lebanon is another name for the Israelites. It says, and the plunder of beasts, which made them afraid, because of men's blood and the violence of the land and the city, meaning that they terrorized their own people, and they terrorized other nations, and of all who dwell in it. What profit is the image that its maker should carve it? Yahweh Shimei Shai is talking about the Caesar Borgia portrait. That's the fake Jesus, the Jesus Christ portrait, which is the fake version of what they think God looks like. They know what God looked like, but they painted over him and made him white, which is disrespectful. The molded image, a teacher of lies. Thank you. Yeah, Jesus Christ is the teacher of lies. He is made from slave trade. He is ideology. He is a living example. He's a example of white pride, white power. It says that the maker of its mold should trust in it to make mute idols. Exactly. The Lord laughing at this lunatic white man, and anybody that's following him is just crazy as fuck. Because if your Jesus was alive, he'll pop off that picture and send you signs and miracles. If your Buddha was alive, then it would be a big Buddha that's flying across the sky with his fat ass, wishing you good luck. You know, if Kali was alive, then all of us would be dead, and this bitch would be dancing in the sun, controlling life and death. You know what I'm saying? These idols cannot move. They can't talk. They're not real. Okay? So God is looking at you like, y'all crazy. You're psychotic, okay? You're crazy. Calm down. Those things are not real. Y'all bugging out. Y'all going crazy in these churches. And y'all not even noticing that y'all doing idol. It's called idol worship. As simple as that. You're crazy. You're crazy, okay? The Lord even tells you, these people are crazy, all right? Woe to him, it says, to make mute idols. Because Yahweh Shemel, they're going to realize at some point that Yahweh Shemel Shai is up in the clouds. He's up in the heavens. He's up in the spiritual realm. Yahweh Shema Shai reigns over everything, and this earth is his footstool. It tells you that. So how in the world can Yahweh Shema Shai himself, the great Almighty, the great Alishijah, dwell within a house? That the Lord said that never is going to happen. But you got people who don't care, and they stick to what they think they know. They stupid. That's why I don't listen to them. Woe to him who says to wood, awake, to silent stone, arise. It shall teach. Exactly. As we're talking about that fake Jesus. God is really angry about the false idol. God don't like idols. Yahweh Shema Shai hates idols. And when he comes and he destroys the idols, you're going to realize that Yahweh Shema Shai is real, okay? He's going to destroy these idols, and they're not even going to be able to defend themselves. They're just going to fall to the side and break. Yo, Jesus Christ that's hanging on the cross with his white ass is going to fall and shatter because it was never real, okay? You're going to realize that a bunch of men did make those idols, and it was just to get you away from Yahweh Shem Shai. And in these days that's coming, if you don't got the word then it worked. That's just the white man steering you from your God. And we all know Jesus Christ is Christus Serapis worship. So that goes back to ancient white people who wanted to be gods. It says, but overlaid it with gold and silver. There you go. Yet in it there is no breath at all. God is mad. How you going to worship something that's just a statue? And God said, I'm Yahweh Shem Shai. My son is Yahweh Shai, the Messiah. That's my child. And you guys are the lowercase gods. Are ye not gods? Like God says, so how you going to worship an idol, a statue, and say that's God instead of looking up in the clouds and being like, you know, all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, giving credit to God that made you. A statue didn't make you. Yahweh Shem Shai made you, okay? So that's disrespectful. But Yahweh is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silent before him. So he's up in the sky, you idiots. He's up in the sky. Look up. Because that's what's going to happen in the end. They're going to look up and curse the Most High Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai and Name Al-Shai because of the great nuclear day. And the great nuclear day is powerful. They keep talking about the nuclear day, okay? Man, they call that the day of hell, okay? They call that the end of days, the last hour, all right? That's what people not understanding how bad this day is going to be. So it says a prayer of Habakkuk, chapter 3, Habakkuk, verse 1. Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 1. It says a prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet of Shigionoth. It says, O Yahweh, I've heard your speech and was afraid. O Yahweh, revive your work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make it known. In wrath, remember mercy. Because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be so mad when he come. He could forget about us if he wanted to. But he has mercy. He's going to remember those of them that did their best and loved him the most. It says Yahweh came from Teman, the Holy One from Mount Paran. It said his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. His brightness was like the light. He had rays flashing from his hands, and there his power was hidden. Before him went pestilence, and fever followed at his feet. Meaning that Yahweh Shem Shai, when his son come, Yahweh Shai is an awesome angelic power. Nothing you've never seen before, nothing you don't want to go against. This spirit is indestructible. He is 10 times to 1,000 times bigger than we are, and he makes us look like sand and even smaller, okay? When Yahweh Shai come and he fight, it's not going to be a fair one. It's going to be very terrible, very terrifying, and very brutal. He's going to be so large, all you're going to see is his foot. And his foot is going to be bigger than a mountain. When the clouds disband, you'll see his entire body. He's just massive. He's so massive you could die just by looking at him. That's how terrified a lot of people gonna be when Yahweh Shai and the angels walk the earth. They're gonna be so gigantic. It's to the point to where I can't tell you how gigantic Yahweh Shai is gonna be when he walks the earth. This is something that you don't want happening, but it's gonna happen. It's prophecy. This is something that's gonna terrify you, and it's gonna scar your soul for man. You probably remember this in the afterlife, even though don't nothing come into pass and remember it. Don't nothing come to pass when you die. You forget. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's how bad it is. Like whoa, like y'all really talking about the Messiah, and the Messiah is not nothing to be played with. This is actually very dangerous and terrifying. This verse itself is talking about Yahweh Shai when he walks the earth, and him and Michael and all the angels come. This ain't nothing. You think the earth is, you think the heavens is like that for a reason? The size and the comparison of the sky itself is unlimited. You know what I'm saying? It's for a size and comparison. Yahweh Shai is gonna be so big, he gonna walk the earth, and he gonna be so massive. He gonna, man, this ain't nothing to play with. The Bible is very dangerous. Like I don't know why the white man even touched this book. Like you should have killed yourself after you read this shit. And it says he stood and measured the earth. He looked and startled the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered. Everybody ran for their life when he looked at them, and they all looked back at him, and they seen how massive and powerful he was, and all his power, all these clouds following him, lightning coming out of his body. It's nothing but darkness at his feet. You know what I'm saying? And when he moved, the darkness and all the pestilence and all the bugs and all the diseases moved with his feet. And the ground was bright and hot as hell. It was burning. Y'all not understanding. You need to read this book. It says, the perpetual hills bowed. His ways are everlasting. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction. The curtains of the land of the Median trembled. Yahweh Shem Shai scared the crap out of people. When people see him, they're going to die. They're going to die at his presence. When people see him, they're going to commit suicide. When some people see him, they're going to piss on themselves. When some people see him, they're going to get mad and be like, I can't believe it. That's him. That he was a dark-skinned man, but he was gigantic, bigger than anything you've ever seen. So they call him the power. That's exactly what they call him, the apex of existence, the pinnacle of existence, the unstoppable one, the everlasting, the Alpha and the Omega. These are names for Yahweh Shai, the son of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. You know, the great Ali Shajdar is just one nickname, the father of lights, the father of spirits, the Lord of armies. There's different titles because they are into warfare. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not understanding that these wars that's coming to the earth and these wars that are about to happen on the earth ain't no joke. It's not a joke. It says, "O Yahweh, were you displeased with the rivers? Was your anger against the rivers? Was your wrath against the sea, that you rode on your horses, your chariots of salvation?" Because Yahweh Shai is going to come with all those angels and those chariots. Like you've seen in my previous videos, if you were paying attention, and you actually looked at my videos, you would see me watching a chariot roll in just to check on me. I wasn't even perfect. Yahweh Shem Shai just did it just to show his power, okay? So the things that I saw in my life and what I saw on camera and what I caught on camera, I have to do what I have to do, okay? Because I can't deny the Lord. I can't deny him. I saw it. I saw a small fragment of that power that this passage was just talking about. And the chariots, your chariots of salvation, that was in the video. You know what I'm saying, that I showed you in the previous video, of that gigantic chariot flying across the city. You know what I'm saying? So I seen his power firsthand. So as far as I'm concerned, I can't deny him. I can't. Because I have proof of the Lord's existence. I have proof of that. That's caught on camera. What I saw on camera that day is proof of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the name Yahushua's existence. So I gotta push the word. I can't say that that Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't exist. When I called his name, he came. And he came in a giant spaceship. That's exactly what it was. Motherfuckers be thinking that all this shit is crazy. No, I got proof, bitch. You can't lie. You don't know a thing about this world. You don't know a thing about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know a thing about this Bible. This Bible is very deep and very powerful. And for the Lord to allow me to see something like that, I'm forever grateful just to even see it with my own eyes. And that ain't the first time that I've seen a chariot. That's the second time. No, wait, that's the third time I've seen one chariot. But as far as I'm concerned, in my life, that's the second major time that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, after I finished talking about him, he came, okay? Because it was one time that I was in Leona Valley, and I saw his power. I saw his power, and I felt like he gave me something like a mark, and it's still there to this day. You know what I'm saying? The mark on my forehead is still there to this day. It's a spiritual mark. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying that I'm the 144,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying that I can be elected to be one of the elect. You know, be one of the chosen. I hope that I am. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? And if not, you know, it's cool. You know, I don't know. You know, that's not something that I need to know. It's like a surprise. And I just hope Yahweh Shem Yahushua cover my spirit, because I love him, you know. And then you got to, at the same time, you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know that you can be killed in all of this. You got to know that you might have to die for the word. You got to know that your family might be killed. You know what I'm saying? Most likely it'll be destroyed and wiped out. And you can only survive. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that you're going to see great catastrophes and live through gigantic earthquakes. And then survive thunderstorms and survive tornado strikes. Survive missile strikes. Wave through armies. You know what I'm saying? Watch people die. You got to understand what you're dealing with when you get into the word. You got to understand Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the name Yahushua. You got to understand these things, because it's going to happen. This Bible is both simple and hard. You know what I'm saying? Easy and hard. It's both light and darkness. It's a perfect balance. And we in this mortal flesh, we got to experience all these things, you know. That's why we can't wait for it all to happen and for it to just be over, because it's going to get bad. Very messy. And I'm about to close out after this. Your bow was made quite ready. Oaths were sworn over your arrows. Those are nuclear arrows. Like right now, Vladimir Putin said that it could be catastrophes for America interfering. You know what I'm saying? For them trying to take over Ukraine's airspace, or just interfering and putting sanctions on Russia, period. They want to throw nuclear bombs. But right now, I guess they talking it out and all that. And the other prophecies got to come to pass before we reach World War III. So I don't think that's going to happen. You divided the earth with rivers. The mountains saw you and trembled. The overflowing of the waters passed by. The deep uttered its voice and lifted its hands on high. The sun and the moon stood still, and their habitation. At the light of your arrows they went. That's a nuclear arrows. At the shining of your glittering spear. So on the great and terrible day, it's going to be so dark because of the nuclear events. And when Yahweh Shai come, you're going to see that light. And you're going to see darkness. And you're going to see different powers that you never saw before. And the gigantic chariots and the warships. You're going to see all these things. And some people going to literally go crazy off seeing it. This is madness. I can't believe this was real. You're going to have those of us that are still there. We make it to the last days. Going to be like, there it is. There he is. We've been waiting on him. It's no surprise to us. We just gonna be scared. Everybody gonna be scared of the Messiah. It says at the shining of your glittering spear. That's the nuclear bombs going off. The third woe. It says, you march through the land in indignation. You trampled the nations in anger. I'm trying to tell you about that size. Yet again, they remind you of the Messiah's size and how big he gonna be. You went forth for the salvation of your people, for salvation with your anointed. You struck the head from the house of the wicked by laying bare from foundation to neck. He gonna destroy these white people. Ain't no salvation for them. The elect gonna get beamed up in the chariots, and the rest of these 2/3, along with the white men and the nations, they're gonna get beat to a pulp and beat to nothing. Yahweh Shem Shai gonna throw down in these days. On that day, Yahweh Shai is gonna throw down. It says, you thrust through with his own arrows. You thrust through with his own arrows, meaning that the white man is not knowing that the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is in the arrows. So it's a part of, when the white man let go of those nuclear bombs, it's a part of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's spirit. So they're going to go where they need to go. And he's going to kill himself with the nuclear bombs that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gave him. He's going to kill himself. That's how we know it's the white man. You the only ones with that kind of technology. It's not like niggas got nuclear weapons in their house. No, that's white people. That's what they do. Nuclear weapons underground and nuclear bombs. This white man cannot hide from his wickedness. Esau can't hide from his wickedness. The Lord is talking about you throughout all this. Man, it's so fucking obvious. It is. Duh. The glittering spear. Oh my goodness, these people are retarded. They want to sit there and lie and object. No, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai said it out of his own mouth. It's you. And he gave us all the clues. He gave us all the proof. It's you, white man. It's you. This verse is talking about him. The head of his villages, they came out like a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was like feasting on the poor in secret. Exactly with that Mark of the Beast chip. Well, MLTB, Salakia. You walk through the sea with your horses, through the heap of great waters. When I heard, my body trembled, my lips at the voice. Rottenness entered my bones, and I remembered in myself that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he comes up to the people, he will invade them with his troops. Exactly, the 144,000 gonna come. Either some of us are going to become the 144,000, or some of us might be elect and be protected by the 144,000. It says, though the fig tree may not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, though the labor of the olive may fail, and the fields yield no food. It's about to get ugly up in this. It's about to get ugly. Dark times are coming. We're just seeing signs of it now. It says, though the flock may be cut off from the fold, and there be no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in Yahweh. I will joy in the house of Yahweh Shem Shai of my salvation. It's like I will joy in Yahweh of my salvation. It says Yahweh Shem Shai is my strength. He will make my feet like deer's feet, and will make me walk on high heels. No, he said, is my strength. He will make my feet like deer's feet, and he will make me walk on my high heels. And that is the end of Habakkuk. There was deer's feet. He gonna make him move quick, give me the power to escape these wicked catastrophes that are coming. Cover me, and please protect me instead of destroying me when you fly by. That is what we ask, because these great times of war and great times of darkness is headed our way. You got to be ready. You got to be prepared, because Jacob's trouble is gonna be bad. So call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kadash, and the name Yahushai, Ba. See you in the next video, Lord willing. I love you guys and those that are listening. It's not for the Edomites, it's for the Israelites, the chosen people. Okay? Shalom.